Do you have a great idea for an XploreGEO quest? Well, let me show you how to create a quest using your personal computer. If you prefer, you can use the app to create a quest. Please check out our blog for a video on how to create XploreGEO quests from within the app. To get started, open a browser and go to quest.exploregeo.com. Use the email address and password that you used to join the game for this login. If you don't have a login, you'll need to use the app to create a user login. Once you get logged in, you'll see a dashboard. This dashboard will tell you how many quests you've created, if they're active or pending. You'll also see the number of markers and challenges that you've created. You can tell that this user that I've logged in with so far has none. They haven't created any quests yet. You can get to the dashboard by clicking on dashboard in the menu on the left, or I can go under quests, and now I've clicked on active quests. You can see I have no quests, so let's go ahead and click the green button that says add quest. The first thing that I need is a name, a subtitle, and a description for my quest. I like to use ChatGPT just to make things go faster. So I'm going to go ahead and open ChatGPT. You can see I've already done the work in ChatGPT to make the video go faster. I'm going to use that one that's highlighted there as my name and edit it just a little bit. Copying the name into my buffer, I'm going to switch back to the website and I'm going to paste it into the name field. Now I'm going to edit this name because I don't like exactly how it is. I'll start the video again when I'm done editing. Now that I have the name for the quest that I like, I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the ChatGPT and I'm going to tell it to create a subtitle. Now notice I told it to make it for 30 words. It'll make it for 30 words or less, and I'm telling it to make a subtitle for this particular quest. I'm going to copy that into my buffer and switch back to my XploreGEO website. Paste the subtitle into the subtitle box and return to ChatGPT, and now we'll get our description. Now I told ChatGPT to give me a full description for this topic and give me some history as well as some fun facts and some unknown facts. And now I'm going to copy and paste this description into the XploreGEO website. Now paste your description into the description field. Notice the little arrows on the lower right hand corner. You can click and drag those and make the box bigger so you can read and edit what is in the description box. Scrolling down the page, you need a start time. Normally I will just click on this and then move on to the next field. It puts in today's date and time for now, but you can change this to whatever date and time you wish by using the calendar. Moving over to the right, we can go ahead and click on our time zone, and this we can actually start typing in it and it will search for the time zone. I happen to be in Eastern time, so I'm going to go ahead and click on Eastern time. Then I'm going to put in the end date. Normally what I'll do is this is filled in based on what you put in the start time. I'll just change this for 100 years out, so I'll change 2024 to 2124, and then you got to put in ending East time zone. Again, I make that look the same as my first one as Eastern. Now I need to put in a budget. Now the budget is how much people will spend in XploreGEO coins to actually get into your quest. Here is a guideline to help you with the budget amount. You do not have to follow this guideline, but it's a good guideline to get you started. Now click Save to save the work that we've done so far. Next, let's add a photo for the cover of this quest. Please use licensed pictures. As you can see on the screen, we have various places that you can get pictures from, either ones that you've taken yourself or ones you get from licensed sites. So let's click the Browse button to go ahead and browse to our area where our pictures are. Let's select our new picture that we're going to add for the cover of this quest, and then click Open. Once you've selected your picture, it brings you back to the XploreGEO screen, and it brings it to a place where you can crop the picture. Use the click and drag method to crop it, and then click Upload. Now let's scroll down to the bottom of the page and go ahead and click Save to finish the process of uploading this picture. Now that we have our main quest area filled in, now we need to go and actually add our markers to the quest. So at the top, let's click on the Markers tab, and this will take us to the Markers section. Notice we have no markers, so we need to add markers. So over on the right-hand side, let's go ahead and click the green button to add our first marker. Next, we need to put in the name, subtitle, and description of the marker. I already have the name in my buffer, so I'm going to go ahead and paste it into the name field. Then, instead of doing the subtitle or description, I'm going to jump ahead to the Find by Place marker down below and go ahead and put it on the map since I have the name already in my buffer. So I'm going to paste it in and then hit enter, and then I will find that place in the drop down. I'll click on it, and now the map will move to where this marker is. And while we're doing location, we might as well set the distance from the location that we can check in. Depending on where it is how much I'll do. If it's a big building and a big area and you don't know where the person's going to check in, I'll make it like 1/10 of a mile or 2/10 of a mile, something like that. Otherwise, you might drop it down to like 500 feet if it's a smaller area. Anyways, once we set that area by doing the slider or typing the number into the box, now I can go ahead and put in my subtitle and my description. Like before, I used ChatGPT to do my subtitle and description, so I'm just pasting them in now. Now let's scroll down on the page and let's set our check-in rewards. This is how many coins someone will get for checking in at a marker. If the marker is a really easy marker, then set it to easy. If it's very hard, then set it to hard. This way they get more coins for doing something that's much harder. Leave the rest of the buttons set to default and then click Save. Once you've saved, you can see that we now have one marker. Let's go ahead and click on the blue Edit button to the right and open it back up for more editing. Once we're in here, let's go ahead and add our photo for this marker by clicking on the Browse button. Select the picture that you wish to use for this marker and click Open. Now you will see the name of the picture beside the Browse button. Now we can scroll down and click Save, and this picture will be uploaded and saved to the XploreGEO site. Once the save is finished, you'll see the picture in the website. Now that the main part of our marker is finished, we can now go to the Challenge tab at the top and create a challenge. You'll see there are many challenges here, but we're going to focus on the Review Challenge, the Photo Challenge, and the Multiple Choice Challenge. I'm going to go ahead and start off by clicking on the Review Challenge. To start off with, we need to give the Review Challenge a name, so let's go ahead and put a name in the name field, and then I'll put like 50 in the characters field, so they have to put in at least 50 characters when typing in a review message. Once we're done with putting that information in, we'll go ahead and click the Save button. That will take us back to the challenge page. Now we're going to click on the Add Photo, which is the Photo Challenge, which means they'll be able to upload a photo wherever they're at. So now I'll put in a name. Most of the time I'll put in like selfie time or something like that, and then I'll actually put in what I want them to do in the condition, such as upload a selfie at XYZ location. So once we put in the condition, and if we have more than one condition that we want them to do, we can click that yellow button and add another condition. Otherwise, leave everything else default and click Save. Now we're going to do a multiple choice question, so we're going to go ahead and add that. Once we click on multiple choice, we have to give it a name. Now most of the time I'll give the name something like Fun Fact, Trivia Question, or Fun Fact, or Did You Know? I'll put something like that in to start with. So once we put the challenge name in, we have to put in the question. So I'm using ChatGPT to come up with questions in this particular example. So I'll go over to ChatGPT, I will copy the question, and then I'll paste it in the question space here in our website. Then I will click the Add Condition button 3 times so that we have 4 spots to put in the 4 answers that the people have to choose from. So now I'll go to the first answer in ChatGPT, I'll copy it, and then I'll come back to the web page and paste it into the first answer spot. Then I'll go back to ChatGPT and I will get the second answer, I'll copy it, and then I'll paste it into the second spot. Then again I go back to ChatGPT and I will do the third one, and I will copy it, and then go back to the website and we will put in the third answer. Then I'll go back to ChatGPT and get the last answer, and notice that the real answer is, or the correct answer is B. So after I paste in the last one, I have to do the little checkbox for B. So again, we're just double checking that B is the answer, and we'll come over here and we will do a checkbox. Now we'll click Save to save this question as our first multiple choice for this marker. You can add as many challenges as you like to your markers in your quest. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 more multiple choice questions to this marker, and then I'm going to stop the video while I do it, and I will turn the video on when I'm done creating them. So now you can see that I have 3 multiple choices, a review challenge, and a photo challenge. Once we are done with all the challenges for this marker, we'll click on Go Back to Markers in the upper right hand corner, and that'll take us back to our marker page. Now we need to add as many markers as we want for this quest, so we'll click the Add Green Marker button again, and we can do this whole process over again. I'm going to stop the video, and when I'm done with this marker, I will pick the video back up again. As you can see, we now have 2 markers on this quest. You keep adding markers until you're finished and you have all the markers in that you want to have. I have some quests that have 30, 40, 50 markers in them with 3 or 4 challenges each. So you can be as small or as big as you want for your particular quest. Now let's take a quick look in the dashboard. On the left-hand side menu, click on Dashboard, and you can now see that we have 1 pending quest with 2 markers and 10 challenges. So we have to wait for the XploreGEO admin to approve this quest before it goes live and active. If we go back to the menu, we can see under active quests we don't have any. But if I go back to pending quests, we now can see that we have pending quests, and we can come back in and edit quests while they are pending. You can only edit quests while they are pending. You cannot edit them while they're active. Let's take a quick look at what it looks like when your quest goes live. If you go to the menu on the left-hand side, it will open up, then click on Dashboard. Notice that now that in Dashboard, instead of being pending, our quest is active. We have 2 total markers and we have 10 total challenges. If you go back to the menu, you can also go to Quests and then Active, and you'll see that your quest is now in the list of active quests. Let's take a quick look at what it looks like when you play your quest in XploreGEO. So I'm going to click on the XploreGEO icon. It takes me directly into the app because I've already been logged in once before. Now I'm going to zoom out on the map, and I'm going to scroll over towards Arizona because I know that one of our markers was in Arizona. You can see that it's already starting to fill in some of the markers for other quests, but if I zoom in on Arizona, we'll start to see more, and now we can see quite a bit of markers for different quests. Now when we zoom in, the one in the upper left is the one I know is our marker for this quest, so if I tap on it, you can see Whispers from the Beyond. If I click on that little tag at the bottom, you go into the marker. If I scroll down, for this marker, you can see the challenges at the bottom, and I need to check in. It says check in with coins, and that's because I'm not within a 1/10 of a mile of the hotel to actually be able to check in. If I want to check in now, I can, but I'll have to use coins, and I won't be able to do the challenges. So now I need to get in an airplane, go to Arizona, go to the hotel, and check in. Thank you for watching this video, and we hope you enjoy playing XploreGEO. This is Paul Stryer. Have a good day.